Hey, yo, it's Daeni. I have another video for you. This isn't a gun video. This is a knife video because guns aren't the only thing that I like, right? And it's been a while since I shared my blades with you guys. So with that said, today we're going to be talking about the S.O.C.P. Folder. This is a tactical knife, as you can see. And, as you can see. And comes in a black box, which is also a indicator that it's a tactical knife, and it says it on the box as well. So I mean, if you know a thing or two about Benchmade, I don't know what's going on with this. How about this? Let me help you out. Alright, it says it on the box, so hopefully you saw that. If you didn't, you gotta take my word for it. It's black, the only color that this particular blade comes in, and whether it's the spare or the folder, it's gonna look the same. In fact, I happen to have the spare right here. It comes with this sleeve. I know it's not called a sleeve, but I just hate saying sleeve. I just hate struggling with that. So comes with this sleeve for the blade, and this is the spare, which is actually pretty good. I really enjoy it. I mean, like, if you watch the video on the actual Benchmade website, they'll show you all of the things you can do with this. I mean, it could be brutal, and you get that luxury of just like very, very fun to use. You have the trainer, and I recommend if you're gonna buy this blade, the spare, you want to get it with the trainer so you get used to like moving it around, because this thing will cut you. Ask me how I know. Don't ask me how I know. And that said, same concept as a spare, except for this is drastically bigger. This might be legal in some states. I doubt it because it's a full body blade, and this is definitely a bid in certain states. So, you know your rights, keep it tight. Alright, so with that said, I'm gonna put this away. I think I want to talk about this in another video though, if you choose to get one of a spare blade. That's like you can use it as an EDC. I used to carry it around, and then people immediately know what that is though, so like it's hard to really hide. Some people put it inside of their their hips, like in the waist carry, but that ain't for me. But if you get the fold in now, you can carry it like you would normally carry an EDC knife. Put it in your pocket. No one really see it. It has a deep pocket carry right here, as you see, which is my preferred method of carrying a blade. And you can change it out with this, which is also a deep pocket carry, and it comes with some Loctite and a wrench, so you can like handle your business on the field, in a shop, whatever you need to do. They got you. They taking care of you. All right. So I mean, that's all you really get. Other than that, you get the cobblestone box. You get this nice pouch that you never use, even when you're storing them. I think I leave all my knives. All the knives that I really use are. Yeah, all the knives that I use, I basically just keep them laid out so that depending on how the weather is, I might just pick up whichever one's the closest. And it depends on what I'm doing, because sometimes this is just way too big. This is a huge knife. This thing is measuring at least like 6 inches on its own. No, like 5 inches. I don't know. It's pretty, but it's big. It's huge. I think it opens up to at least 10 or 11 inches. Easy. And then, like I said, unless if I fail to mention this, I'll repeat it again. It comes with a glass breaker at the top, so if you need to break glass or someone, and it's ambidextrous, so you can put this clip anywhere. But it has a glass breaker, and if you need to like, bust out some glass in the case of an emergency, I mean, it gives you the grip you need to kind of get that momentum going if you need to like bust a piece of glass. It's a really nice weapon. It's something, I mean, it is a weapon, but it's really a nice piece. And now when I buy weapons or knives at that, I tend to look for ones that actually have this this feature right here. This is a D3. This is a 3D02. This is a D2 body, steel. D2 steel on a G10 body. That's what I meant to say. And it has a nice little, I guess, lugs or connect lugs. Correct me in the comments below, because I know the name, but at the moment it just won't come to me, and I will not like edit it in. You know, you can see this blade got some wear and tear to it because, like I said, I've used this to like carve sticks. I mean, this is brutal. You can, it has this nice flat spot right here, which allows you to like, if you have to like hammer something down, you can definitely get on it with a rock. I've never need to. I haven't had the need to do that because the blade is relatively sharp still. You know, I have a stone that I sharpen with it. I have a stone that I sharpen the blade with, so it tends to be in a pristine condition. I tend to avoid trying to use this part because it's a little bit more difficult to sharpen, and Benchmade only will sharpen the top. They only sharpen the top. They will not touch this part right here. So I'm trying to preserve that as long as possible. What can I say about this that haven't been said about this blade? It's fun. Manual. You know, I prefer to have a manual blade. I do have some that aren't, and it's difficult to close, so it just adds an extra layer of complication that you don't need when you have a knife, especially in a situation that might be a bit dangerous. You can thinking about it, it doesn't really matter, but sometimes you just want to close the knife, or you want to alright, fine, sometimes you want to play around with the knife, and if it's a assisted open, it's very difficult to do that, you know, kind of, and it's hard to break in the blade as well because it's just always in there ready to go. These right here are kind of, they're pretty dope. They're pretty dope and like easy to use. What else can I say about this? Oh yes, it has these little notches in here. Like the pattern on the thing is very, I mean, you're gonna get grip on the body, and no matter where you put this clip, you're gonna get that grip, right? With that said, it also has these little knots or smooth spots where, you know, I don't know what it's for, but it definitely adds some grip you didn't need. And also on the blade, you're gonna see that it has some cutouts where you would put your hands if you're holding the blade, right? And it covers basically all of the important fingers. Covers the important fingers, and that goes on every side. There's about 9 of them, no, 12 of them, because there's 3 on each side, or 6 on each side of the blade. Very sturdy, very sturdy. I've stepped on this, I've sat on this, and I'm a pretty heavy dude, man. So, you know, I cannot complain. Very easy to use. One of my favorites, hand down. When I saw it, I thought I wouldn't like it because of how obnoxiously huge it is. But even my wife seen me working this blade, and she was like, she wants one, same size and everything. Same size and everything. So, you know, I think that's actually a confirmation that this is actually a pretty good knife, and we recommend it. And listen, I know a lot of people are reluctant to get blades, but you need to have levels to your deadly force. Always carrying a gun on you is kind of just, you're always lethal, and you know, it pains me to say it, and I hate to say like, you know, if you're gonna use lethal force, you want to take them down, but sometimes, you know, you need levels to it. Like, you don't always want to go like Second Amendment. You want to always go 2A when you feel like you're in danger. The knife can help you in tight quarters, and relatively, it could be cleaner, you know. And for non-deadly threats, you know, the knife, not non-deadly, but for deadly threats who aren't like coming at you with a gun, you know, you don't have to meet them with equal force. Knife kind of compensates for that well. My go-to piece though would have to be the mace, or hot sauce, or pepper spray. That is the #1 tool that everyone who has a gun should also have a mace, because I cannot stress this enough. You don't always want to like have to shoot someone, you know. It's not exactly the funnest thing to do, nor like sometimes, even though you might think you're doing this self-defense, and it's all good in stories to say like, yeah, you know, I defended myself and I ended up shooting someone, but taking someone's life is not exactly something that you can just do and then go and live a regular life. So with that in mind, you know, I got all nostalgic with you. I apologize, you know, kind of when the knife is pretty cool, pretty smooth. I highly recommend it. I've had it for about a couple of months now, and I cannot see any flaws with it. Actually, yeah, these little grips right here, I forgot what they call them. I'm gonna start with a G. But these grips thing right here, they're used for nothing. They're useless. If it wasn't for the fact that the body itself has these this cutout that's very grippy, this probably be slipping out your hand left and right. But this is the only thing that I'll probably change is these little. I'll probably make them deeper or a different steel, a little bit more aggressive, so that just to add some more purchase on the tool. Alright, so with that said, this has been a talk. I don't know if this is a review. Let me know how you feel about this in the comments. Of the S.O.C.P. Folder Black 391S BK. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to hit that like, share, and subscribe. If you're interested in the spare alone, what you get with that, leave it down below in the comments as well. And thank you for watching.